call hello, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahafrakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim and Akwaf in this truth, doing, filling their lot, and putting their lives at risk now more than ever. And that's a piece I took from Elder Malcolm. I want to make an addition. So I did a video about this already, so I'm not going to go deep into it. But I think the video is called like formulas and patterns, something to that effect. Lord willing, I'll link that and other edifying videos from the elders and apostles in the description box, as well as adding the playlist I compiled so you can get this knowledge while it's hot before they cut it off. All right. So U.S. accuses China of genocide of the Uyghurs and minority groups in Xinjiang. So just to give a quick background, basically I talked about how World War I was about crimes against humanity when the Ottoman Turks were supposedly committing genocide and harsh treatment of the Armenians. And World War II, America entered off the strength of the attack on Pearl Harbor, but we know Hitler was committing crimes against humanity, allegedly, on those so-called Jews, or those ish meaning to be like, but not the actual thing. Now, I'm trying to list the spirit, Salakia, ahead of time. Y'all know my computer's slow. That's why I prefer doing these videos on my phone, but I like the convenience of having a laptop. Come on. Where are we at? No, that ain't it. Where? There we go. Okay, Revelations 11 and 14. That's what I'm looking for. So this will probably be the title, Lord willing. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. So the addition I wanted to get is this right here. Goodness, man. Whenever you're ready, let's do it. Cool. All right. EU sets out plans to limit U.S. reliance, boost Europe. So this is a direct correlation with you right here. I'll get the scripture, then I'll kind of go into the article. But this shouldn't be more than 10 minutes, Lord willing, unless the Spirit has me carry on. And the 10 horns which thou, Revelation 17 and 16, when in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. America is the whore. These 10 horns that sawest upon the beast is this entire system, NATO and EU, that alliance that has gone forth throughout the world to push the philosophy, that westernized philosophy. So, and it says, they shall hate the whore, and they shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And we ultimately know that this is talking about the thermonuclear destruction that is inevitable and is prophesied to come soon, really soon. So I'll go back to the article and see if we can glean some information. So we all know how the U.S. got its power of the dollar, or the power of the dollar. Now it is as strong as our military is strong, but these other nations also have days where America was the only one. That's why they have these decrees put out, like mutually assured destruction, that is supposed to stop um, an all-out nuclear attack. However, if it's a part of prophecy, which it is, there is no stopping it. Man's goings and comings of the Lord, according to the scriptures, right? So I had this pulled up as well because I've tried to record. I've tried to record this video like 3 times already, so I have the thing I need already pulled up. They just move slower while I'm recording. So this Bretton Woods system uh, introduced a new world order, right? So this Bretton Woods system was making the dollar the world reserve currency. And the beauty of it on an economic standpoint, if we're looking at the flourishment of America, um, is that it literally makes buying and selling. So if you're buying imports and you're selling exports, it makes it exponentially easier because you're everywhere except your currency. And for those of you that have traveled, like I've been to many, many countries, and everywhere I go, I'm able to use the dollar. Now, how long that will last, I don't know, but I don't care because I'm looking at the kingdom. I'm not worried about this current one here. There's nothing here for those of us who truly believe and who truly love and follow the Lamb whithersoever he go. According to the scriptures, Google that, pull that up, add that to your arsenal. Those of us who follow the Lamb, whithersoever he go, we don't care about this nation. We don't care. We care about what's to come, hastening the day. So let's read a little bit of that. So yes, it's the Bretton Woods System Agreement, and then it introduced a new world order. So I wanted to tie that off. So remember, I said it made buying and selling your imports and your exports easy, right? So if the new, not if, the new world order that is to come, so the new, the two new world order, which is talking about the RFID microchip, it made me think of Revelations 13, where it says we require all, both small and great, free, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, and you're going to have to buy and sell with that mark. So it all roads lead to the chip, and all roads and all these skirmishes and all these economic changes, disagreements with bees are going to come to a head. And when money ain't right and you don't agree, war is imminent. You're not going to hear that in the news, because the only thing that matters right now outside of everything is this pandemic, is these jabs, is the Crown Royal, or the beer, the beer virus. It's killed everything. It's killed everything from cancer to heart disease to secondhand smoke to killing small businesses, killing the middle class. It is the number one killer according to the media. So they're not going to bring any of these things up. But I just wanted to make some of you brothers and sisters aware, so that way we can be watching and we are praying. And I'm gonna let's pull that up. Let's pull up the scriptures that I talked about, so that way I'm not just doing a bunch of babbling. So I said, follow the Lamb. I'm gonna get these scriptures and close out, Lord willing. Let me just use my phone. So this is Revelations 14:4. We'll get it out of the NIV. These are those who did not defile themselves with women, and that women, those are the philosophies of this world, the philosophies of the whore, which is America, or this Western psychology or way of thinking and way of life. We're not defiled with that. Continuing on, for they remain virgins. They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They were purchased from among mankind and offered as first fruits to Yahweh as the Lamb. So, us following him wherever he goes, meaning that we've repented and followed the laws to the best of our ability, and we are in these scriptures doing what we need to do to be saved in the end, because you cannot be saved by the law, but you are still required to follow them to the best of their ability. That is the act of faith, because without faith it is impossible to please him. I believe that's in Hebrews. Let's pull that up. Hebrews 11:16. And without faith it is impossible to please Yahweh, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists, and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. So if we believe that he exists, we know that if we don't follow the laws, that a punishment, a swift judgment will fall upon you. So if you don't follow the laws, you're basically saying you don't believe that he exists, or you believe in white Jesus, who accepts you as you are no matter what you do. All you got to do is click your heels together and say Jesus, and everything's all good. But according to Hebrews 11:16, without faith it is impossible to please the God of the Bible, whose name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm going to get, what was the other scripture that I had? I think that'll cut it. That'll do. So yeah, basically this is just a quick update on things on prophecy that is happening, and it is coming quickly. So if you're not fasting, if you're not praying, fast when you can, but always pray. And I'm preaching to self, because this thing is coming quickly, and you don't want to be caught. Like it says, he's gonna come like a thief in the night. Boom, we're gonna get that too for the sake of edification. Oh, that's First Thessalonians 5:2. And this is in the NIV. For you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. And the day of the Lord is the day of judgment. And we don't know the day or the hour. No man knows the day or the hour, but we can kind of gauge the time according to prophecy. So the first woe and the second woe have passed, the third cometh quickly, according to Revelations 11. And the two major prophecies that we are looking for right now is World War III, the third woe, and the mandatory implementation of the RFID microchip. So if we keep a close watch on those things and keep a close watch on, so the infrastructure for the chip is here, but if we keep a close watch on things like this that indicate war being imminent, we can narrow down the time. And not that we're trying to get carnal, the Bible does instruct you to watch and pray. Let's get that. Like I said, I'm using my phone because the computer's entirely too slow. We got Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So, if you know what's about to come, you can prepare for it. You can brace for impact. But if you don't know, if you've been walking around with your head up your ass all day with your AirPods in, and then next thing you know, somebody's saying, "Hey, dollars no more. You gotta get this chip. Super convenient." I've heard the brain chip heals walking. If you can't walk, you're gonna walk. If you can't see, if you're blind, you'll be able to see. And all of these things that comes in the name of convenience, then you're gonna be faced with a decision, and you're gonna fold. Ultimately, the elect, that remnant, will not fold. But we are to give diligence to make our calling and election sure. That's also a scripture you can pull up on your own. With that being said, I pray this was edifying. I pray that you go into your own research and look and start pulling up different articles and reading things that are coming out. And with that being said, Shalom.